Hi class. There were some questions about SEL guide number 2, so I wanted to do a little video here that hopefully will be helpful to you in understanding how it's different than number 1 and a tip on inserting rows that will be helpful to you. So for the SEL guide number 1, you completed a chart that looks similar to this right here. So you have all these white squares filled in. And that was basically for each Learning Foundation strand, one strategy or routine that you could use in a situation or with a child where you were having difficulty. And so the rest of this information just helps you connect the strategy or routine to the California Learning Foundations and also tells you where in this class you can find that information. Because what I'm hoping to do is by the end of our time together, you will have a chart that gives you 3 concrete strategies or routines to help you in target areas with specific behaviors or situations or classroom issues that might come up. My hope is that you might continue to add to this over the next several months as you encounter situations. You have a tremendous amount of resources from this class, and you could go back in and continue to add strategies and routines for target areas as they arise so that this becomes an additional resource for you for social emotional development and learning in your classroom. So this is a way to personalize for you strategies and routines that you can use in your own classroom in the future. So in order to, for SEL guide number 2, in order to add the second row, which will be your second entry for each of the Learning Foundation strands. Now I'm on a Mac, so this might look a little bit different if you're on a PC. That up here might look a little different. You simply click here below where you want to add your row. You go up to Insert, Insert Rows, and you can see now you have a row where you can now complete the second entry for SEL guide number 2 for each of the Learning Foundation strands. So this is already completed for SEL guide number 2. You're going to complete this one and you will do exactly the same thing for number 3. You will go back up and insert another row right underneath this one here for SEL guide number 3. So for social interaction, you're actually going to click down one row, go to Insert, and insert a row. For relationships, when you're ready to add your second entry there, you're going to go down a row, go up here to Insert, Insert Rows, and you now have a chart that is ready to go for your second entry for each of the Learning Foundation strands. If you want to write self again here, you can, but I'll know if you just want to complete the row from here on over. And then again for SEL guide number 3, you're simply going to, for self, you're going to go down one, so you click here, insert row, and you will have the row for number 3. And you do that for each of the strands. So hopefully that clears up some questions that some of you have had and lets you know a specific way to add to your chart. And again, the point of this assignment is so that you have something when you leave this class that you can print out and go back to and say, oh, I see, when I have a child who is turning away from me and not listening to me and I'm having a really difficult time with, here's something that I can do. So that would be your target area. Your target area might be something like not connecting with a child. Here's a strategy that I can use. to help me with that particular child. So you're going to choose different target areas for SEL guide number 2 and 3 for each of the strands based on either a situation that you've had in the past or a situation that you can think of that you might have based on what we've done so far in this class. So I hope that answers questions. If you still do have questions or are confused, we can chat offline about that. Someone actually asked if she could call me so we could talk about it over the phone rather than trying to do it over email, and that's absolutely fine. Shoot me a quick email and we will come up with a time where we can chat on the phone. We can both be looking at our computers, and hopefully that might be an alternative for you. So hope this helps. Let me know if not, and have a great rest of your week.